Welcome home, horror fans. My name's Adam.
And I'm Zoe.
And we are about to talk about the fate of Cecilia Pederson. Did she survive the end of Saw 10?
Yeah, look, I'm in two minds about this, and obviously the only answer is she did and she didn't.
Yeah.
But I can think of reasoning for both.
This character is an interesting one. Obviously a big bad. This is the character that they've brought in to really take on John. And I feel like there's a reason why they left it open-ended, and I reckon that reason is because they're bringing her back.
Yeah, but why?
So if you watch Saw 10 specifically, there's one major message throughout the entire movie, and it's bigger than ever in the Saw franchise. And that message is that if you survive your trap, you get to survive. He is never killing anybody unless they fail the trap. And he makes it clearer than ever. They couldn't have spelt it out more. If you beat your trap, you're allowed to walk away. Not even just walk away and be okay. He will even help you. He will even make sure you're okay. When it's actually talking about Gabriella and getting her to the hospital.
We need to get her to a hospital. She won her game, and she deserves to live.
And how terrified they are when she does die. And obviously him bringing out the first aid kit, of course, in the very first, I guess, real trap of the movie as well. It shows very clearly that he is not about killing. So the fact that she won her trap only means one thing, and that is that she survived.
It could mean that, but it could also mean, like, we do get Amanda say that she does, the lady doctor deserves nothing.
That lady doctor deserves nothing.
And we know that this is not long after Amanda starts rigging traps. So could there be the possibility that we'll get a flashback in one of the movies showing Amanda go back and killing her?
This is just Amanda being Amanda, though. Amanda, kind of feels that way with a lot of people.
Well, she went back to kill Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what stops her from going back to kill Cecilia?
I think the killing of Amanda was kind of like a mercy kill, though, you know? I mean, he was going to be there forever. John's just, like, forgotten about him pretty much. But with Cecilia, she actually won her trap, though, so she won the right to survive. It's
Amanda doesn't care about that, though.
Well, she cares about John. Cares about doing the right thing by him. That's why there's
care
always
later on when she was rigging Carrie's trap
this
and
argument,
the classroom trap.
You know, well, she was on her own. Let's say she was on her own with that one. But I think that the whole thing about, if you've seen her other videos, we talk about what Saw 11 is going to entail, and I'm putting money on the fact that she's coming back for Saw 11 to finish this out. Because I think that it's too easy. They built her up so well, you know. Why wouldn't you bring back a big character to face off against John once more, you know?
The thing with Cecilia, though, is I imagine her, if she is going to come back, then she'll come back for, like, Saw 12. Because if not, it's like, well, we know she's dead anyway because she's never been mentioned in any other film before. So the only time that I can see them bringing her back being like, oh, well, she's still alive present day, and then them playing off that story in the future. I don't know how they're going to do, what they're going to do with her character.
Well, it would make a lot of sense, though. If they brought her back for Saw 11 and they dealt with her in that time frame, they probably wouldn't bring her up much in the other movies.
Yep.
You know, so I can see them bringing her back just at least for one more film. It saves them having to come up with a new bad guy. And at this point, John is not the bad guy anymore in this franchise.
Yep.
So they can't go back to the old Saw movies where he's like the villain. You know what I mean? So it would kind of be an easy out for them because otherwise they're going to have to keep coming up with villains for John to take down. And that's not really Saw, is it?
No.
You know? It just makes sense that he's got this one nemesis, maybe. It'd be much harder for them to come up with a new villain character. So much simpler to just keep going with Cecilia. And people kind of do hate Cecilia. Like, it's a love to hate. Like, it's a great character.
She's great, but you still hate her.
She's great. She's got some of the best lines in the movie.
Yep.
And she is very smart. And we do believe that she could take on John. Like, it's not an unbelievable sort of, I guess, villain to have, which is really cool. And she's also not boring, like just some guy with a gun. So I think she's a perfect choice, really. And also, if the movie is about maybe also having Hoffman this time working along with John to help take her down, we could be in for something with that could be really fun, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot to be sold. I want to say at the end of this video quickly, your final decision. We're gonna be going ahead with this. Your prediction. Is she gonna be revealed as dead in the next Saw film?
I really, really hope that it is an Adam situation and Amanda goes back to kill her. So I'm gonna say dead.
And if they show her at all, it's just gonna be her death and that's it.
It'll be her death. it'll be the flashback to Amanda killing her, and that's how she started sort of realizing that she can take matters into her own hands.
Yep.
And that's ultimately why she starts rigging the classroom trap and Carrie's trap and so on and so forth. So I feel like this could be the beginning of her downfall with Jigsaw.
Interesting.
Yep.
And I'm going to land on the complete opposite side and say she's going to come back well and truly alive and give old John some grief. And they're going
Either way, I don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, look, to me, I think if anything, because there is a question whether Tobin Bell will come back, being of his age and all that sort of stuff. And also Kevin, the director of Sawx, mentioning that Sawx is sort of the goodbye to Tobin Bell's character.
Yeah.
It seems to me to make a lot of sense that once Tobin's sort of out of the picture, the next movie could be Hoffman chasing down Cecilia for John. So he's been tasked, because John, obviously, in all the franchises, tasked all these disciples.
But you have to
work
consider
on
as
those
well
things.
that Hoffman is a detective and he can't just walk away from his job at any point. Like they showed that in Saw 10.
Yeah, but
They
he's been
didn't-
very busy killing a bunch of people in different traps all the time.
Yeah, but that's when it's nearby. So is Cecilia going to come to him?
Possibly.
Yeah. Who
Possibly.
knows?
Possibly. But it would make sense, though, like the amount of times that he gave, like, his disciples people to chase down and take care of, it would make so much sense to say, like, you know, Cecilia's back up to her old tricks again, and I need you to help out in this situation. So, or, you know, it could be a buddy movie, Amanda and Hoffman working together. Who knows?
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. But my prediction, 100% still alive, and we're going to see her in some regard in the next sequel or two, for sure.
Yeah, dead.
Let us know what you think, guys. Dead or alive? Let's hear it in the comments. Let's settle this debate. Drop it down below, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you next time, guys.